All right, well, let's get some simple rhythm going then. Ready? Clap. Clap. Perfect. Here we go. You're having trouble with the rhythm, aren't you? Almost done. Good.
Jimmy Mercedes.
Show of hands. How many people are here tonight? Today, this morning. No one even knows. All right, let's get started. I have a question for you. How many folks have ever seen a magician come out, take solid steel rings, link, and unlink them in a magical way? Let's hear you, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That'll save some time. Now the rest of this time we're going to spend talking about timeshare vacation ownership. Lock the door, Bill. Look at you all out there. All right, let's meet people. Hi, dear. What's your name?
Dixie.
Dixie. Hi, Dixie. Thank you. It's just as important that you got the reference, but that you explained it for the others. That's what I appreciate.
Dixie.
Hi, Dixie. Where are you from?
Montebello.
Montebello. Dixie, have we ever met before?
No, I don't think so.
No? Would you ever admit to knowing me? Don't answer that. All right, Dixie. I have in my hand a large deck of playing cards, 52 different cards. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to make your mind a complete blank. Always wait and let the husband come in. Okay? And I want you to name a card out loud. One card, any card. Don't let me influence you in any way, though. Ace of Spades. And one card out loud, any card, just randomly. Ace of Spades.
Jack of Diamonds.
Say what?
Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, thanks. All right. Okay, let's check this out. We've done this for a while. There's a joker. We'll put the joker there. You notice all the cards in here. Another joker. All the cards in here are face up. Every single card in here is face up. We have a mirror back there. That's not going to be helpful. What was your card, by the way? At this point, does it even matter?
Jack of Diamonds.
Jack of Diamonds. You're sure about that? Because one card and one card alone is backwards in the deck. Have we ever planned this before? No. Okay, good. All right, here we go. The Jack of Diamonds. No. See, that was unimpressive. All right, I understand. I recognize sympathy applause when I hear it. But you know what? I know what's going on. I realize in a room with this many people, there's bound to be a handful of skeptics. So, let's try it one more time. What's your name, dear? Me. Hi, me. How are you? Good to meet you. Is that sure? What's that?
Alicia.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I see. We got two. No, I may have had that googly eye thing going there. All right, where I'm looking at two people at once. It's a weird phenomenon. We'll go with Elisa over here. What is your name, dear? Yeah, Alicia. Right. Hi. Name or. Hang on, I'm going to start over. Look, they're linked.
How did he do that?
Why did he do that? All right. Name a card. You can't hide. There's too small a room. Name a card there, please. Alicia, what do you do with it? It's Elisa, right?
Yeah.
Or Alicia?
Jack.
Jack. The whole time I thought your name was Alicia, but you know what? Who am I? I was never hooked on phonics, so I'm gonna just stick with her. She's funnier than me. All right, name a card. We got Jack already. Let's go with any other. Oh, the Jack of the Queen. Okay. So you are throwing me for a loop, and now you're not helping, dear. All right. Okay. You're just too much coffee. All right. I heard a queen. Then throw out a queen. What else do we have to go with the queen?
The Queen, of course.
We just slippery slope, isn't it? I'll tell you that. How about we go with a suit? Clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds?
Diamond.
Yeah, of course you said diamonds, didn't you? Yeah, she's lazy, right? Diamonds. That's the number one rule. Queen of Diamonds tells me a little bit about you. Queen of Diamonds tells me, number one, you're queen in the household. All right? All right? And Diamonds tells me there's a small gambling problem. I'm kidding. One card backwards, the only card backwards in the entire deck of the world's longest card trick now, the Queen of Diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. See, I'm just going to do it over and over and over until you really like this trick. It's the only trick I do. Each and every one of you. All right, well, my name is Chris Blackmore. I come from the city of Tustin, down the road here. Woo, I got a woo. Down the 5 there. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some illusions, but I also want to tell you my story, or a little bit of my story. I was raised Catholic. All right, I went to Holy Family grade school in Orange from 1st through 8th grades, and I learned all the stories. I learned about Christ, I learned about the Bible, I learned about some things that were thrown in there that I found out weren't there, but nonetheless, all that time, I never knew Christ. I knew about him, I knew the stories, I knew the rituals that go along with it, but I never knew Christ. And that really didn't happen until I turned 37 years old, which was like a day ago. All right, more than that, but about 15 years ago. And we're going to tell you, I want to tell you that story just a little bit, because if you haven't yet found Christ and you think, oh, it's too late, or you have some friends that maybe you're witnessing to and plant some seeds, and it hasn't happened, and you're thinking like, oh man, they're never going to turn. Well, it happens, because I turned, and I was a crazy man. I was a party animal, wild, drinking, doing drugs, all sorts of crazy stuff, and that all changed, and now I have teenagers. That substitutes for that. That's a whole nother story altogether. I'm going to start with a little bit of fun. I want to bring someone up on stage here, and I'm not going to pick on the people I know. So I'm coming on over to the young lady in the middle of the 2 ladies right there. Give her a big round of applause. Did you have any food?
No.
All right, if you want any, you have to come up. So here we go. Come on over here. Give her a round of applause. Let's go. Come on, dear. Here, I'll help you. This is easy. Now another final round of applause. Just right over there. Perfect. See, this is simple. No problem. Hi, what's your name? Carla. Hi, Carla. That's my mother's name. I should know that. That's a C or with a K? With a C. And you work here at Trinity? No, you just saw the free food. Okay. All right. So, you're welcome. You are welcome to all the food, no matter what I say. Please help yourself. And where do you work?
I'm not working.
You're not working right now. Okay, we call that a politician. But what would you like to do? Yeah. Nothing. Okay, all right, we call that a child of mine. All right, well, that's something altogether different. So, since I have no fodder right now to work with, if you wanted to do something in your life past this whole nothing part, what would you dream of doing? What's that? A cop.
Got the bill.
Yeah, really? All right, good for you. No, that's fantastic. I have many relationships with officers. Usually one-sided, but that's another thing. And do you cook? You cook? Oh, I love cooking. I love cooking. What do you like to cook? Italian, perfect. Well, you need cucumbers for Italian, according to my recipe. And what you're going to do if you want to get cucumbers out and you want to cook, you got to chop. Chop, 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 chop like that. It takes forever. It's time-consuming. It's tedious.
Oh my God.
Chopping, you're cutting, you're chopping, you're cutting. She's going to be a cop, isn't she? She didn't flinch one bit. That's all. But anyway, you're cutting, you never know. Oh, thank goodness that notch is right there. I'll tell you. Evidence. That's why, Carla, I invented this, the Chop Master 3000. With this baby, I'm able to cut not one, not two, but 3 vegetables at the very same time. Let me demonstrate. Put a little bit of cucumber in the top, a little bit in the bottom, and just some pieces right in the middle there. Not one, not two, but 3 chops at the very same time. That's exciting stuff. Raise the roof. How about a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop. Put down the tile. Hang the drywall. Pull the electrical. Narrowly not permits. out there. All right. However, what's that? No, you don't want to sit down yet. You want to stand right over here for the exciting part. Come on over here. Yeah, there you go. All right, okay. My number one concern, Carla, when I built this was louder. Louder. Really, I do have a 19-year-old at home, and this is I can't send you to your room anymore. Okay. No, my number one concern was not safety; it was profits. But we'll mess that joke up later. So, but safety was certainly a secondary concern. That's why I built these safety devices into the device immediately following the lawsuit. And I want to demonstrate how they work, Carlos. So come on over here just a little bit so we can say you're chopping away, but oh, you're too busy yapping to your friends over there. Oh no! And my hand accidentally goes through the opening, yet remains there. Let me lower this down and you're standing in the divot. There we go. All right, okay, perfect. All right, just like that. See, now you'll recognize that this device recognizes that your hand is not a vegetable. All right, so the safety guards will automatically snap down into place if I'm nearby. So there they are. They're snapped into place, and the safety guard / restraints are now set up properly, and don't wiggle too much, okay? You don't want to wiggle, all right? Okay, but I want you to...
Oh, no!
I know, it's like 50-50. You never know. All right, this is just a test. Just answer honestly, do you feel the blade? Because the safety guards are in. Do you feel the blade? What? Really? Okay, that's wrong. This is extremely confusing, but don't worry, because I was trained under the tutelage of the famous Chinese magician Fu Ling Yu. Here's your Saturday, try the chicken wings, tip your waitress. Anyway, Fu taught me that would. I gotta tuck in my shirt, I think that's appropriate. Fu taught me that when you're faced with a situation like this, that I must reassure you, all right? You seem a little worried, don't worry. I want you to know I have never, Carla, I have never been hurt doing this, all right? Okay. Me. All right, okay, Carla, let's go ahead and tag that hand. All right. Oh, no. I learned a lot through that deposition. All right, okay. So you're doing good. This is all good, just like that. What'd I give you, by the way? Oh, Delta Airline tag. She'll never lose that hand, huh? That's your plane check. Hold on. All right, okay. You know what Delta means? Don't expect luggage to arrive. Oh, hold your hand like that for me. That's real important, Carla. Yeah, like that. And there you go. Don't want to do this. Don't do this. No. You do that, and it's like it's like an onside kick, and you're not 10 yards away, sir. You gotta let that go. They will flag you for that. Okay. I adjust the fake glued-on knobs. We're ready to go. My favorite joke. Fake glued-on knobs. I'll throw in a bonus joke just for thank you. This one goes to 11. You got the reference. You didn't get the reference, Dixie? Yeah, it was from a very, very famous documentary called Spinal Tap. All right, okay. Okay, oh, hi, Carla. You're still here. Good. All right, let's get chopping. Say the magic words. Our Father. You know the rest. Good. Okay. Here we go. All right.
Oh no!
Where were you last week when I was 6 days into a seagoing fair with people that were like 90 years old, and that would have been the highlight of my response. They were applauding, but this was what they applauded. And then they just couldn't generate it. Anyway, but here, you'll like this next part right there.
I hope
Okay?
it doesn't splatter.
What's that?
I hope it doesn't splatter.
This is not a Gallagher concert. Ready? Whoa. Let me put a little piece up in the top and a little piece on the bottom there. That kind of slows down the screaming. All right, here we go. 1, 2, fast and slow.
Get it over with.
Oh my goodness. Wait.
Oh, you gotta pull it back in.
No. Is that underneath you? Okay, that's wrong. Quickly, grab your thumb. Grab your thumb. No, with that hand. She did a great job. Let's get Carla. Don't go anywhere, Carla. Don't go anywhere. We have a lovely parting gift for you. Come on over here. I got a
Cucumber bits from the floor.
Oh, it's spring.
Oh, right.
Here, come on over here. Right there you go. We're going to make a balloon animal for you, all right? Kind of a hobby of mine. You just choose a color. What's that? Yellow, all right. What'd you get? Yellow, all right. What kind of animal you want? You name it. Wild animal. I'll make it. Anything at all. Louder. Louder. Loud enough till they hear you say dog. Tiger. I can make a tiger. I make 100 animals with these balloons. They all look like dogs. Ah! Let's see if he's gonna jump. All right, here we go. I get better. Don't blow them up, Mr. Rabbit. That hurts your jaw. There you go, your very own tiger. Oh!
I wouldn't have wanted to hear it. That's been pop.
Did anyone understand what he just said? I got the word pop out of that. All right. Well, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Hey, I wanted to tell you. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our journey. My wife and I. We met in 1981 at college. She was raised completely secular. I was raised Catholic, although my parents never attended, or they just dropped us off at Catholic church and then went on their own way. And also, so religion and Christ wasn't a big part of me growing up, and I got pretty crazy during the college years and high school years. Photo. So anyway, when my wife and I met, we started searching. We just started searching. We didn't know what we were searching for, to be honest with you. And we went through the Shirley MacLaine crystal stuff to researching back to my Catholic faith, which I was raised on, to looking at all the different religions and philosophies, from Buddhism to just vegetarianism, to all sorts of things, because we were searching. And we didn't know. And we had people tell us about Christ. We had a very good friend of Leanna's father, Ken Sands, Christian magician, just patiently witnessed to us for 10 years and never argued back when we'd get on the whole, the dinosaurs and the booms and this, and we'd deflect and do everything we could to not face Christ, or just realize the light, to hide from the light, I guess would be the best way to describe it. And I credit Ken a lot with his patience for dealing with us. And I say this because if you are witnessing to someone and you think there's no way, there is a way. God has a plan for everybody. But we went on and moved to Orlando, Florida, when our kids were just little babies, both of them in diapers. And I moved there for a job with Disney, and didn't have family, didn't have friends, lived in an apartment, and we had some Mormon folks come visit us. And all of a sudden we had babysitters, we had friends, we had events to be invited to, church events, and next thing you know, here come the two guys with the ties, okay, the elders, and we listened patiently, and we did not have that burning in the bosom, as they say. And so when we said thanks but no thanks, all of a sudden our babysitters and our activities and all these people we had befriended vanished, literally vanished overnight. They tried twice actually, so the second time they vanished overnight. We went to different churches. We got involved in what we found out later was a cult. It's called the Church of Christ, but it's the the Boston-based movement. I guess there's two churches of Christ, and this one is one where, boy, same thing again. Here's the babysitters, here's the friends. I almost thought we were being tapped because I had a conversation with a buddy of mine about, well, if I become a Christian, I can't drink beer anymore, you know, and well, that's, if you weren't raised Christ-like your whole way, these are things that secular people put in front of their relationship with Christ, okay, or at least I should say I did. And so next thing you know, here comes the guy from Church of Christ, and he's got a six-pack with him. It's like they listened to everything we said and weaved their church around and kind of brought us into their meetings, and then slowly they were separating us from my wife, so she just went with the women, and then the men went with the men, and they started talking about all our past sins and how we have to atone for them physically and verbally. Like if I stole a candy bar when I was 12 years old, I have to go back to that store, and they started laying this big guilt thing on, and I called Ken one night, and Ken Sands, and he said, get out of there right now. And he gave us the name of a few good churches. We ended up at First Baptist Church of Orlando. But I'll never forget when we called back this Church of Christ after having gone to the Orlando Baptist Church. We got baptized, met some wonderful people who just opened up the Bible to us and Christ to us. And when we got baptized, we called some of the friends we still had from the Church of Christ, and we said we got baptized, and instead of being happy, they were upset and told us we weren't ready, and they would be the ones to determine when we can accept Christ. So it's out there, and I can see how a lot of people get sucked into different ways. But my point being, the loving patience and the Christ-like lifestyle that was exemplified by Ken Sands. I didn't know your dad at the time, actually, but by other people, are what led us to Christ. Not some hammering over our head with facts and information, and the world is this years old and it rotates this. No, you know what? It was love that brought my wife and I in, and it almost brought us into a couple of different things, which was kind of a false love. But we were baptized. I was at age 37, and it was January 1st. 1999, that we did that, and of course our life changed from then. We dropped most of our friends, not knowing that you didn't need to. That, geez, we could have been good witnesses, and now we're getting together with a lot of them, because our zest at the beginning, our zeal at the beginning was like, well, we gotta dump all that baggage, and a lot of it we did need to dump, but a lot of it I should have, cleaned up and tried to restore. And we're doing that a little bit now. Okay, let's have some fun, for goodness sake.
Thank you for Ken Sands for his faithfulness to you.
Ken's a wonderful Christian brother. He's a good guy, funny magician. We should talk about him coming in, if he hasn't been in here yet, to do it. And give a talk. Let's have a little fun real quick. I'm going back. See, this is when no one will look me in the eye now. This is what happens. Okay, yes, the young lady in the white top right there. Give her a big round of applause. Hi there, what's your name?
Christine.
Christine, how lovely. That's my mother's name. You're paying attention. Good. Okay. Hi, Christine. What do you do here at Trinity?
I work in production.
You work in production. Okay. What does that mean exactly?
I make copies.
You make copies. Fantastic. You get to pick a card here. Oh, where's all my goodies? I got some in here. Let me see. You get to pick a card. I'll use this deck. I got all sorts of them. Just go ahead and touch a card. 52 different cards. Just go ahead and touch one card. Any card. Any card. Okay, wait. All right, show of hands. How many people think magicians cheat? All right, how many of you think the hand is quicker than the eye? Oh, not as many. All right, okay, let's check. You'll recognize it. Oh, yeah. I know that's dumb, I realize that, but I also know one of you will do it when you get home. Hey, what'd you do? Oh, I saw a lecture this morning. What'd you learn? All right, okay, go ahead and take your card there, Christine. All right, show it to everyone. Don't show me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know what it is. Once you're done looking at that card, place it up against your heart for me. All right. There you go. Good. Okay. Fantastic. No. That's fine. Sometimes they flip it the other way around. It's like, easy night. Okay. All right. Turn towards me, if you would, please. Turn towards me. Don't move. I'm using my mental telepathetic abilities.
Pathetic.
Didn't need you to add on there very pathetic, okay? What? I know which card you selected. I now know the card I will. That's theater. All right, I will now reveal that chosen card, okay? Using a highly sophisticated technique, I will go through this deck. You stay right there and I will attempt to find your card. So, take your card and place it back in the deck, anywhere else. Hey, you want Chris Angel? Go to Vegas, all right, okay? I will attempt to find. You hear this laugh? This is a great laugh. You hear that laugh? That's what we call in the business a 79 Toyota that won't start laugh. Did you hear that? You might be flooded. All right, okay. No, I'm kidding. I know nothing. It could be electrical. Ha! Was that your card? I know, wait. Don't applaud. Go good, you aren't. I don't normally do this. I don't normally reveal the secrets of a magic trick, all right, without wearing a mask and being on the CW network. But here's what happened. When she stuck the card back in, I secretly bent the corner. Oh. They demand more, don't they? They demand more. Let me see how I do it on time. All right, I got enough time. I got to bring this dude up. All right, okay. All right, hand your plate over to Dixie there, please, if you would, and come on up here. Give him a big round of applause. We're going to fist bump because I saw you lick your fingers there. All right. And what's your name, sir?
I'm Daniel.
You're Daniel?
Yes.
All right. And what do you do for a living, Daniel?
I teach English as a second language with LA Unified School District.
Did anyone understand that? I understand that.
Yes.
I'm just messing with you. It's all right. Okay, all right. You got that? Okay. Just hold still there. All right. It's not bobblehead night. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... currently. You know, oftentimes magicians, illusionists are accused of cheating. I think that's unfair. What we do is an art, it's a craft, it's a science, it's a skill all rolled into one. And to say we cheat is a little demeaning to the years of practice. Thank you. It's cheating. I had to wait till someone caught on, all right? Before I'll stand there all night till someone gets it. Okay, here we go. You ready? I did shuffle them, all right? Christine, all right? Perfect. They're all different. Memorize their order. Good. Now. Perfect. Okay. I ripple, you say stop. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Stop.
Okay, I was too fast. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
Stop.
No, that was my fault. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. Right there. Go ahead. Take a look at the card. Don't show anyone just yet. And come on over here. And sorry, I'm bad with names tonight. It was
Daniel.
Daniel. All right. Okay. Good memory, Daniel. Here we go. All right.
Stop.
Yeah. No. I see it's running in the group. Paul, little heads up next time. All right. Okay.
Stop.
There we go. All right, perfect. Go ahead, look at the cards. Show it to everyone. Don't show me. I don't want to see what they are. I'll just see what's missing from here. That hair in there somewhere. All right, you guys show your cards too, also, if you would, please. Christine, show your card to everyone. You got it? Take your card and place it back in the deck. Did you look at it yourself?
Yes. Let's see.
You driving? Go ahead, take the cards, Christine. Shuffle up. As you can understand, I need to pay some attention over here. All right, well, Danielle, I'm going to figure out your card using this, the Chris Blackmore. That's me, brain-sucking device, all right? 7 highly powerfully focused laser beams will be directed at your skull, your noggin, your dome, your melon, your orb, your coconut. All right, here we go. All right. Are you married?
Yes.
Whoa, hang on, let me set it on low. Married people get it. All right, okay. Great, he stepped over the sarcasm line. All right, okay, hold still. Ha! Whoa, wow, yeah, something jumped out as if you had a thought. Now, I will transfer it.
Wait, I'm at that back.
Once you have a thought in a marriage, it's gone, all right? It's no longer yours anymore, okay? All right, you just submit. All right, okay. I transfer his brain into my brain. 2 things happen. Number 1 is painful. Number 2, I sometimes take on the persona, the personality of the individual whose brain has been sucked from their head. I know, you blew a fuse too. All right. There we go. It's right at the surface, isn't it? The card I selected, because I'm him. King of Diamonds.
No. 3.
Hang on. Besides you showing it to me earlier, hold on to that thought. We'll have a big finish on this thing, all right? Because it will be a surprise. I'll just go right to it. See, apparently. 3 o'clock. Look at your card. Look at that. Have a seat. Start there.
Well, what am I going to do now that my brain's been sucked out?
You can work at Trinity. That's a good one. Yeah, I like it.
All right, well, good news. He's down, but the good news is we're going to find your card, okay? And I have to do it finding it plan B, all right? So just go ahead, take those cards, grab them by the edge, place them up against your heart for me, if you would, please. Right there, perfect. Don't move. Don't move. You stay right there, because I'm coming at you full speed with a sword. Whoa. Yeah.
Sure, I'll go get mine.
Hold still. All right, here we go. Are you worried? What? No, not you, this guy right here. You're worried? Terrible aim, all right? Here we go again. I'll say 1, 2. What? You were going to stay there? No, Chrissy, I don't know if you could see because she's sideways to some of you, but this is what I saw. I don't want to see her eyes bugging out like that. Do we? That's why I came prepared. I brought a blindfold. It just makes it that much easier. You don't have to. No. It's for me. You should have brought your own. All right, with this blindfold on, I'm unable to see anything at all. Audience, drum roll, please. No. Or a motorboat sound. That'd be good. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do that. That's dangerous. I'll do it the safe way, all right? I'm going to ask that you, actually, we don't have much room, so I'm going to ask that you go ahead and have a seat if you want, all right? Yeah. matter that you're over there. I don't want another deposition. All right, okay. Whatever he does. Anyway, who cares? You remember your card?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. What was your card?
4 diamonds.
What's that?
4 diamonds.
Oh, shush. Hard to find. Give her a big round of applause. That's for you. It's the least I can do. Okay.
How did he do that?
Very well. Chrissy? No, I'll get him. Yes, that doesn't work. Yeah, but let me. I used to do all that stuff. All right. Hey. Daniel?
Yeah.
Does this look familiar? Huh? No, it's mine. And your teacher magic trick, you can go home and fool your family.
Yeah.
How many people have had as exciting a last 3.5, 4 years as I have? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Wow. Been pretty rough out there, hasn't it? My business has dropped off. My friends' business have dropped off. People I know have had to change their lifestyle a lot, lost a lot of things. I got mad at God for a while about that. Probably still a little mad, to be honest with you. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay that we can get mad at God. I know He wants us to be loving and joyful, and sometimes we get frustrated, like with any father. But it keeps the conversation going. And I think that's the most important thing when you have a relationship with Christ, is to keep your conversation going with Him. It's okay if you're mad. He knows. You know, you're not gonna sit there and well, again, and please don't. I want you to know that there's going to be a whole lot of Catholics when we get to heaven. We're going to see them. So please don't take this as an indictment of the people. But I was taught to pray in a certain way. Our Father, art in heaven, hallowed be the Hail Mary. I was taught to pray in a certain way. I was not taught to have a conversation with my Father. And once I learned and discovered that, even after I became a Christian, it took a while to understand what that meant. That I have someone I can turn to who answers my prayers, answer my prayer about work just in the parking lot. As I pulled up this morning, I was in a pretty bad mood leaving the house because some things fell through with jobs and all this. And I got here and God answered my prayer with the job. My point being, He's okay with us getting mad at Him just as He's okay with us praising Him and loving Him. But He wants to keep that relationship open, wants to keep that communication open. So you don't just bury it. You don't sit there and you bury it and you maybe lash out at your parents or your wife or your kids or whoever it is, your dog, your shopping, your alcohol, whatever it is you lash out with or at. Don't do it. Talk to God. I mean, it's brought me a lot of peace when I know that, and I'm horrible about remembering Bible verses. Sorry, but the one where Christ says, you know, give me your burdens. I'll carry them for you. Yeah. My yoke is light. I'm paraphrasing beyond means, but basically it says, give your problems over to God. You know what? He takes care of them for you. He really does. Maybe not quite as soon as we want to do, and that's why we get that yelling match with him and playing. Someone told me an analogy once. It says we look up at God and we're so frustrated because we see in our tapestry of life, we see all these grays and blacks and dark colors of things that have happened in our life, and particularly over the last few years. Okay, a lot of paycheck to paycheck living and all that. You're not the only one out there, okay? And you see all this, and you just go, what? But God's looking down at that tapestry and sees the big picture, and He sees that those dark moments, those shadows are what make us brightest and give us the brightest colors and give us the light to carry on, to do something for our kids, to do something for our family. And when you get frustrated like that, I'm just going to ask, well, here, I'm going to close it with this actually, because this is funny. Leanna's dad is a comedy magician too. I know him very well, and we were telling stories about, I'm going to wrap up here in a minute because I know you guys have to go. We were telling stories about when we screwed up, on stage, and I told him, well, I didn't want to tell this that night in Trinity, but when I gave my little short testimony that night, I do it using this device, dental floss, and I'll show you in a minute why it's so important. But that night, I went to give my testimony, and I reached inside my pocket for my dental floss. It wasn't there. So when I did my little testimony up there, it was this. So, my apologies if you saw that and you went, what on earth is he saying? Because it didn't tie in to how it ties in with this. I love this trick. It's simply string. That's all dental floss is. And it's in a little box, so it's real handy for us magicians. And it comes with a built-in cutter, which is very important because legally I'm not allowed to use scissors. I can still run with them, I just can't use them. Weird law, California. Anyway, but what I talk about and what happened to me, so this is kind of a first-person experience, is when troubles would happen, I turned to maybe drinking. Another trouble happens, maybe turn to some drugs. Used to date a few women. This and that along the way. You turn and you take all your troubles and you try to solve them with whatever it is. Is it shopping, pornography, gambling? I mean, you list. The idols that the Bible talks about aren't always just golden statues we can physically see. Lots of times they're in a shopping mall, or they're in an alcohol cabinet, or they're on our computer. And so anyway, what I would do is I would take all that trouble, all that pain, and along with this, a ton of joy. Life is full of joy. Let's realize that. Life is joyful. God wants us to be joyful. But I think what he wants us to realize is that the joy is when we love him and love our neighbor. That's where the real joy comes from. It's not going to be from those material things, that pornography, that alcohol, that shopping, whatever the addiction is. And if you take that and you try to use all those vices and you try to solve it with that, you know what happens? It just turns into a big old knot inside your heart, inside your stomach. It just turns into a mess that you cannot untangle. And you don't understand why I have all these torn pieces in my life. All I see are black and gray strands. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And God, I'm mad. He says, it's all right. You know what? Because all I asked is that you handed it over to me. You see, because maybe right now it's a knot, maybe it's a mess, but I have bigger plans for you. I have a life for you that's eternal and full of joy and a new body and new love. And all those broken pieces are what makes you whole. And that's God's promise to us. And I am Chris Blackmore.